We got ourselves team 1 with Kaiser, my man. Warlock as a destruction right now. I like it. I like it. Wolfquats is a feral on that team. We got ourselves Mary. We got ourselves in the back A-bomb. And we got ourselves Anthrax, a Draenei Power Ranger looking kind of dude. What are these pieces? They're just also... we're just trying to go for the biggest, bulkiest looking mod because I think you achieved it. If you were trying to look like a human tank or a mech, I think you achieved it. If only the stuff had more of a color scheme to it. We got Kel on the other team. It's a rogue be out of stealth unless you don't. Thank you so much, fam. Appreciate you. We got ourselves Copy. We got ourselves Copy. We got ourselves Yannick's gonna be first up as a Unholy Death Knight this time. Versus Mary. Mary getting the Seraphim up and running as the Army of the Dead is joining the fight. Actually, only the A-bomb for now. Looks like Mary taking lots of damage. The big Prot Lego coming out to get himself a little bit of a defensive. The Army of the Dead finally joining the fight. And Mary surviving through a good portion of it. Shield of Vengeance is available to try to deal with the damage. Looks like he lived through most of Yannick's big burst as the pets do ramp down. And Mary just tried to see if he could survive through the rest of the damage of Yandex. Just trying to get himself healed up as best possible. Final Bird coming in as he has quite a bit of necrotics stacked up on him. Wait, this could actually be pretty big amount of necrotics. Mary can't, well, he looks like he healed through all those necrotics with 1 word of glory. 2nd word of glory put him into 70% health just like that. And Yandex has to tuck tail and run, trying to play this very, very defensively as Unholy. Mary rounds the bend. I think had to go for a trinket there too to get out of that CC, and breaks out of air quite easily. Oh my god. Mary just didn't even give that man a chance. And Mary hasn't had to use a bubble or bop or nothing. Paladins right now, dude. I swear, Paladins. Bop available for Mary. Hodge onto Kel. That's going to be Kel. Chickens out of it into a vanish immediately. Still has Shadow Blades rolling. But that is a pretty big defensive out of Mary off the bat, though. Use a Bob that early. I do wonder why. Cheap shot coming in, but I think it was very hard onto Mary. How about to go for a Seraphim right now? Kel has quite a bit of damage lined up. Mary has a lot of potential damage here with that Seraphim. Final verdict onto Kel. Blind to follow as he's going for some big damage. Kel tucks tail and run as well. Literally in wolf animal form, fox form, has a tail. Super unfortunate against these guys. Mary just blasted this rogue. Almost gets a home run with him. Actually breaking him out of there, dude. Kel goes in for an opener, big crit setup, cheap shot right after, gets Mary super low. There goes the legendary Procket to give him 50% damage reduction, Shield of Vengeance on top of that, try to make some damage happen off it. And there goes the Seraphim. Cloak of Shadows available for Kel, should have the mobility to get away from Mary. The pony is back up though, and Kel's still trying to get some. Oh my god, them hammer procs with the Seraphim. The hammer procs just so much damage. Kel trying to go long range, or long turns, dude. Wide turns around that consecration, just trying to see if he can get away from Mary. Does have Mary kind of low, could be a bubble out of the paladin, does go for Word of Glory. Is that going to be enough? Looks like he is going to be able to get himself a lot of recovery there. Massive amount of healing by paladin right now, absolutely a massive amount of healing. Kel goes in for a sap, and he kind of just needs to I guess wait out until cooldowns are back up. Mary is glowing with the holy light of Uther. You don't really know what's going to happen. Big wings coming out right there. And Kel trying to make some shadow strikes happen. Big Seraphim back up. Oh my god, Kel with 1 temple, just his health almost disappears. Mary swinging for the fences. He really is. He's really pulling the big punches, man. All his force into that damage. Absolutely a lot of damage. Kel trying to get back in, 100% crit, blind onto Mary. Let's get a proper reset. Cheap shot, shadow strike, there goes the bubble. Mary trying to short the damage aggressively, and there it goes. While the bubble is up. I guess he actually could have bubbled maybe early. He would have been able to save his Lego. Also, I gotta look up what this prop palette Lego does. As far as I understand, you basically, when you drop low in health, you get a 50% DR, right? For like 4 seconds. You would think that wouldn't be that OP, but if somebody's bursting you down with 100% crit, that would be pretty valuable. But if you're someone who's very sustain heavy, would that do anything for you? Like if you're a dot class, like an Affliction Warlock rotting you down, or a Demonology Warlock with Lily Pets, going to be Radiant Spark by Elegotten, trying to see if you can maybe get a big old one-shot into Mary. Does have to burn through the Shield of Vengeance, but it's still quite a bit of damage either way. I don't think he was able to land that Meteor to be the 4th ability. Off of that, it's a 45-second CD, that's why it's OP. It is a short CD, isn't it? Damn. It really is. Paladins are OP in the nerf. Paladins are really strong. I mean, I can't say they're OP, but they're strong as hell. But I think they will be the class that might not scale super well with gear. So maybe the season 1, Paladins will be nutty, but then every season after, they'll just not scale as well. But you never really know, right? You never really know, boys. Eleganten, though. Tried to switch to him. Oh my god, switched to the wrong person completely. He's gotta sit now and open. I think he's trying to kite Mary out in the middle. Hits him with a Nova. Hodge comes out from Mary. Does have a blink for it. Mary getting the Seraphim up and running. Big old hammer throws. Does not get the proc. The final verdict does go through. Eleganten had plenty of shields to deal with it. Big old G-Pie. Trying to go for a setup. Ring of Frost does not catch Mary in there. And Matris, I love your stash. Thanks so much, man. Love you hanging out on the stream. You make a hashtag Matris in chat. Showed appreciation for the wonderful donor, my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my guy. Big old CA, man, the Canadian Dolores. Thank you so much, my dude. G-Pie onto Mary, just eating those G-Pies back to back as Eleganten. Trying to see if he can bust to the top exterior, the nice interior that is Mary. I literally describe him like some sports car or something. What am I doing in my life? Big old setup, combustion ready. Does he have the Meteor as the 4th ability? Could be low. Oh my god! He lined up the Meteor perfectly. What was that? He literally slammed it down in his head. Mary's Lego, did it proc? Did he even have it? Was it too much damage where he just couldn't even render? That was insane. Eleganten taking him out. Anthrax is gonna be up next though. Get him with a poly on his wings. Does he have the same setup as Mary? This this Autobot looking kind of guy. Man, he even got the maze that looks huge. It looks like a transformer. Eleganten trying to go for a bit of a setup himself. Does he have the good? He has a G-Pie. We don't know if he has the Kyrian setup yet. The G-Pie still does quite a bit of damage though, making big hits onto Anthrax either way. And Anthrax, I don't know what kind of Lego he's running. Could be the same as Mary. Maybe that's what all the Paladins are running right now. There's a big defense Lego just so you can survive any kind of burst on a very short cooldown. This is where the Paladins need a defensive buff. Yeah. That Paladin shouldn't have died in the first place ever. That Paladin should never die. Needs a defensive buff. Yeah. Oh no. Eleganten going in for a G-Pie. Fireball right after. Radiant Spark coming out. Anthrax should be really aware. Does get out. Oh, another Meteor coming down. I think he actually human ratioed out of that Hodge. Just to make sure that Meteor is the 4th ability, the final ability of that Kyrian setup rotation. That is just so much damage. That is so much damage. If you use Bubble, the Lego won't proc anymore. Wait, really? So that Lego, if you ever use Bubble, it'll just stop procking? That seems like a weird stipulation. Yo, that Lego makes no sense, dude. But then again, it's kind of a ridiculous Lego to begin with, I guess. Does it hit hard? Yeah, they are, dude. Yeah, they are. Eleganten versus Wolf Quats up next. We are at the 8-minute mark. Eleganten goes in for a nice bow. Wolf Quats going for a bit of that honor duel with the man. I do love the honor duels between you guys. I really do appreciate it. You guys, none of you have to do honor duels. Technically, you don't. As soon as you see the person on your team dead and you're next in line, you can just go in and not even give the other person any breathing room. As soon as your ally dies, as soon as you're next, you can just go in. There's no rules about that. Eleganten, though, getting beat a bit up quite a bit here, though. All the time has been used. That's one defensive down. And like a 1-minute cooldown, though, isn't it? It's a pretty short CD. Wolf Quats in bear form, wants to go in cat form, wants to really make the damage over a Berserk happen. Still getting frozen up. Eleganten might be able to go for a big setup. Is that going to be another Kyrian setup here? Fireball does come out, Radiant Spark to follow. If you can only land that Meteor in the right spot with Wolf Quats, does drop it down. Wolf Quats walks into it. Big damage still connects, even though he was out of Meteor. Trying to go for a bit of a heal. Maybe the dot damage is enough to burn him down. Wall should keep him alive, but his health is not going up. Oh, he's in a real bad spot. He actually might die to the Master. He's so close. Singeing all that bear for a cat fur. That's probably not going to leave a good smell, is it? Dusk got himself a reset. Eleganten almost took the man out of there. Actually taking him out. Big old eye getting picked out by Eleganten. Wolf Quats catching up on as many brute groups as he can, dude. He's just trying to maximize them. All he can. What is this mage damage, dude? I want to try it. I want to try it myself with my mage. I do want to play Kyrian mage, mostly arcane, but since I'll be a Kyrian, I might as well try the fire burst. I do wonder if arcane has anything like that. Great Pyroblast coming out for Eleganten, trying to make maybe another Radiant Spark play. Wolf Quats knows he should get the hell out of the Meteor still somehow clips him either way. I don't know what is the actual like radius of meteor, but it clips you either way. Convoke coming out for a self heal. Wolfquat's actually just trying to do everything he can to survive. 32% dampener. This is one desperate kitty cat. Going to be a blink for Elegaton. Wolfquats might be able to actually, with that survivability he set himself up for, might be able to do something. No, has a trinket available for the next go, if anything. But it really needs a lot of more health. Or more damage. He just needs to start making some damage happen to Elegaton. Try to go for something. Brutal Slash is available. Leaps in after that blink. Has a stun. It's going to be a trinket for Elegaton and breath onto Wolfquats. Interrupt him on fire. Cannot go for that fire damage. The ulti time is coming out. And knows that Elegaton is going to go back to the ulti time position. Catching up on as much health as he can. And actually starting to get some decent damage into Elegaton. Blinks in for that interrupt. Wolfquats have to go aggressive. Does go for the breath. Does go for the Kyrian potion. So no bleeds on him. Ring of Frost actually interrupts it. Burns a trinket for it. Elegaton, does he have enough damage? Because Wolfquat's so low. You would think he'd be in that execute range with the Scorches. But he's just not there just yet. Unless Elegaton is just trying to make the big play happen. Iceblock does come out. Wolfquats has to back up. Perfect opportunity for him to recover. And Wolfquats looks like he's starting to slowly claw back to victory little by little. Although without a trinket, Elegaton has the full ultimate control now. Patience is his virtue. He knows that the Feral is going to be anxious to attack him ASAP. Picking up the eyes in case the Feral opens up on him. Might as well go hunting. He doesn't even need health either. This man actually can live for quite a while with dampening being so high up. He's just super aggressive. He's just super clean with his damage setup. And there goes the Feral getting the opener. Does blink out with breath of the Wolfquats. Hopefully it doesn't break into Ring of Frost. Doesn't break. There goes the Bear Form though. Might be able to use the Bear Form to survive this. Should have a Skull Bash for this next setup. Fireball? Nope, doesn't stop it. Pyroblast coming out, does have a Barkskin for it. Elegaton did not go for the big setup. I'm pretty sure he was aware that the Feral is going to play as defensively as it can. Big mobility, get the hell out of there ASAP. But that's one less defensive for him to burn through. Convoke does blink out of it with an interrupt to Convoke immediately. Wolfboss does have a wall back up. Trick available very, very soon. Didn't even need the meteor, just the Pyros did the trick. Did not press that wall. In high stress situations like that, you should never panic. Always pursue defensive. Always be aware of what's going on. Or worse to worse, I would better panic and press a cooldown than not press it in the first place. I feel like that's maybe not a good advice, but the idea of you better press, at least using cooldowns instead of not using them, I think it's better. Because if you use them wrong, at least you use them, right? At least you did something in the moment. But if you don't even use them, I don't know. Doesn't feel like a proper advice, perfect advice. Probably could phrase it differently. Elegaton versus Crysis. Crysis trying to do what he can, just trying to get some freebie fire damage. Elegaton trying to stay mounted up with the Curse of Exhaustion, not letting him close the gap at all. Might have to blink into Cryser. Is going to get a poor dodge in the breath. And Elegaton will still continue to charge at Cryser. He's just charging right at him. Cataclysm around the corner. Elegaton is going to get tagged by it. That's going to be the puppy dog. The felt pupper. Taking off the buffs from Elegaton, that is shields that he's able to strip off him. Also can interrupt him if he's in line of sight. Has line of sight of him. If he's gonna go for Radiant Spark or Fireball, he could interrupt it. Does interrupt him on Radiant Spark. Reflect available for Cryser as Elegaton and get his Pyro Blast chucked back to himself. Double the damage of his mastery as well as the burn from the Destro Warlock. And that's gonna be the Cauterize, maybe an Ice Block. No Ice Block available. Elegaton just try to see if he can survive this. No shields available to burn into that Cauterize. Try to sit down for a bit of food, and Cataclysm around the corner should get him dotted up again. Not much you can really do in this situation. I think he's just going to melt to the Destro Immolation. I think it's over. Does get himself a shield for a second. Cries and taking him out. He played that very, very carefully. Do you see that? He did as much damage as he could to the Fire Mage, not letting him close the gap. Mage blinks. He ports out immediately. Keeps him at an arm's range, but still slapping him in the face. Is the best way to describe the way Cryser approached that one. Copyfin going to be up next on Enhancement. We are at 58% dampener. Not going to get any kind of healing, really. And Cryser is a Warlock with barely any heals. Copy has a lot of self-heals available. But better turn up all the damage you can. Big Infernal coming down into the stun to Copy Trick as that Infernal stun immediately. That's going to Mortal send him far away. That's going to be just conflags for Cryser. He's not even going for Chaos Bolts. And look at Copyfin's health. It's literally just going for conflagrates. I don't even know how it does that much damage. Is he playing Shadow? Shadowburn? Is that what he's playing? Because let's say he's going for a lot of instants. Gonna be Copy trying to go for some damage into a big old Ascendant Sport available for Chrysler. Does have the gateway if needed. It's gonna take the gateways. Copy does have the line of sight for a second. Those wind strikes are gonna do so much damage if you just get in line of sight of it. Turn around and starts attacking the pet. Because looks like Copy is out of cooldowns. At least get himself some Maelstrom from the pet to get himself some kind of healing. Any kind of healing you can get. Chrysler dips behind from around the pillar into Mortal Coil into Copy. Soul Rot right after. Should have quite a bit of damage on him. Couple of flags and Copy is just melting. Tried to go for a Sunder. Looks like they missed. Chrysler went in for the Venti or ability Chain Harvest. Did a little bit of damage. Not nearly as much healing. But at this high dampening, 66% dampener. Not much you can really do. And Cobb, gonna be the last one left to Survival Hunter, but at 66% dampening, can you really survive this? Chrysler does go for the sack. He swaps out the pet pretty quickly into a big old Chaos Bolt into Cobb. It's over them Immolate. And goes for the Conflagrates. Does he play the Conduit where every time you Conflagrate a target with Immolate, it increases the damage of the Immolate? Is that what he's playing for? Because it looks like that's what he might be playing for. Mortal Coil into Cobb. Does he have a setup? Trinket into Turtle for Cobb, but he's just still melting either way. Trying to go for many bandages. Chrysler is going to go for a bit of a self-heal from the Gorilla Pet. And Cobb is not really in a great spot. Does catch a camo. Chrysler still sees the pet, so that camo is not going to stick for Cobb at all. Trying to see if we can hit him with a Cataclysm around the corner. Does land it. Shatter Fear as well. Out in the open. Chrysler has the line of sight, taking him out. Ruthless, relentless Warlock, dude. I love how he has green fire and green everything, by the way. It fits so well. So well. It feels like it's been a while since we've seen a Destro Warlock, hasn't it? Also, Mary, your healing is disgusting. You need more healing than damage. I gotta look up what that Paladin Lego does. We gotta look it up right now. I just gotta make sure, just so I know exactly how it works.